What's up, guys? A key with DCC train. I decided to go with broadcast. I tried to do video, but it's too much information. So easy for me. And if you have a question, you can ask during that broadcast, probably for like 20 minutes. Then if not, you're not gonna make it, then just ask me later. So the question is, $1,000,000 question. If you have cars, passenger cars, and you using, it doesn't matter, but in my case it's ESU. Let's go to the test track. I'm using ESU kit LED bar with decoder built in. You can make your own LEDs with different accessory decoders from different manufacturers. So the question is how to turn all lights, for example, in 10 cars, passenger cars with those lights, train. Okay, it's new to me. I personally prefer individual numbers, and I have a document for it. Show my customer here. So let's switch to Windows. Here we go. Yeah, so I have cars here on the left, actual numbers or model number, okay, from different manufacturers. Those like Rocco. This is Flashman. That's what we're going to test. So address is 1006. All right. And what's the type? You can put extra notes, whatever you like. So I modified. We'll get there soon. So here we go. I'm using ESU LED and LED kit, and I put capacitor. So I'm using programmer. If you have, let's say, 3, 4, 5 locomotives or cars like this with ESU decoder, better get the programmer. It's inexpensive right now, and it's resolving tons of problems. All right, so I just start the programmer. If in next 5 seconds it's not gonna read anything, I need to probably just touch the car because it has capacitor. I think it messes up a little bit with the reading. Anyway, we'll do it. So programmer latest, I believe it's 5.2.12. Oh, let's check it just in case. Check the new version. No, should be good, because it's usually when I'm starting it, it's sending message back and asking everything's cool. So let's read it using that button. Read decoder data. This is like previous. I don't want anything. So accept current project. No. Don't want to save anything. Boom. So if it's not reading right now, it's reading. But if you not see it at like in the 5 seconds, you just need to wiggle the car. It's not a contact. I think it's a capacitor messing up a little bit. But capacitor, you need capacitor for saving energy. It's very cool feature, especially if the track is not really clean and that limited. It's only 2 wheels per side. Okay, so we're cool. We have address 1006. All right, and I'm switching. So that's address DCC. It has Motorola. That story for another day. So, and our solution is coming very soon. I just want to show you everything to understand it. So I'm going back to test track. And ESU by default has a function F2. It's in the mapping. I can show you, yeah, definitely, very quick. You can remap to any functions, any group of LEDs. So it's in a group of LEDs. So if I press F2, yeah, of course I need to turn it on. That's so F2, the whole thing turns on. Okay, so F1 for auxiliary output. That's another story, so I don't want to confuse you. So F3 is next group, and F4 keep going group, right? Next group. But that's it, because I cut probably like 4 LEDs, but 1 LED I'm using in the bathroom. Check this out. It's with the lights. The reason I'm using just function 0, because I need another resistor if I'm going to use auxiliary output. This is for customer, like bonus. Pretty cool. So if I hit F2, everything turns on. And if I hit F2 again, so it turns everything with the bathroom as well. One more time. Okay, you got it. But that just turns bathroom. All right. So that's how everything's working. I'm not using like big car with like multiple groups, you know, just easy for you to understand. Now, solution is coming. I'll show you real quick functions and mapping. So we're going back to Windows Capture. And if you're going to, don't need to run that thing. So we're going to decoder and function outputs. You can change individual functions, the brightness of it. I have full, it's kind of older, you know, those lantern, whatever, just maybe older lights too, means incandescent bulbs. Then function settings, just checking out. By the way, when it's dimming, the eye is not reacting as pulse width modulation. When you just looking at it, it will be smooth, but camera is not. So camera catching that pulse width modulation. So now we're going to function mapping in that particular car. So I have F0, F0, and F0 on, I'm sorry, the output for headlights doesn't matter reverse or not right here. So F2 turns that on, and F0 turns that as well. Doesn't matter again, what's the direction. Now, solution. We're going back to the car, to the test track. So you saw the log, right? If I'm keeping that log in this car, coming that particular Flashman car is going to different train set. What you can do, you can reprogram whatever number you like. You probably put like another oh, I'm not showing it. Sorry about that. Let's go to Windows Capture. Yeah, you can add extra stuff for temporarily address, okay? So you can reprogram the whole thing with the engine on the same track to address whatever you like. So you reprogramming everything to 1006, and you have 10 cars, 15 passenger cars, whatever. You're hitting F2 on that particular ESU decoder. It can be different decoder again. It's just like a concept, and everything, every single car will turn on. Then you can play with the functions differently. So what you can do also, test track, you can for example, in iTrain, if you have computer interface, create like multiple trains, and it will be like individual cars, you know, and it will be just click of the button actually to select them and click them, or with your command station throttle or something like this. It's just guys an idea. So I thought about consist. Probably it's doable, but consist sending message to the decoder, how to take it out from those functions decoders, that's good question. I don't know. Personally, I'm not gonna mess with it. So if this car is going to different train, right, with means it's Deutsche Bundesbahn, can be error 3, can be error 2, so they can mixed up and something. You're just programming the whole thing at one time, you know, putting in a record, and that's it.